Hello, everybody, and welcome. Welcome. This is Dr. B from Cajun Country. Glad you're here. Glad you stopped by. I have a proposition to make to you. But before we do that, let me just check the weather. See what's going on out there right now, because today was really hot. Let's see how it's coming down. Hey, Google, what's the weather in Thibodeau?
Currently in Thibodeau, it's 93 and sunny. The forecast tonight is for a high of 93 and a low of 75 and partly cloudy. Due to the current humidity, it feels like it's 104.
Normally her weather report is not that long, but it was a sizzler today, and it still feels like it's 104. But at least it's going down, because the high today was 94 and it's 93. So hopefully the night will be a little less torturous. Let's see what the weather is on the other side of the world. Hey, Google, what's the weather in Sydney, Australia?
Right now in Sydney, it's 62 degrees and sunny. Today, it'll be sunny, with a forecasted high of 67 and a low of 49.
A high of 67. Not bad. Of course, it's on the other side of the world, and it's their winter. So, but we can think that, just think about something cooler and more refreshing. And that kind of brings me where I want us to go about our thought life. But before I do that, hey, Google, tell us a joke. Hey, Google, tell us a joke.
How do you make a tissue dance? Put a little boogie in it.
Well, not the most appealing humor, but there you go. I want to talk a little bit about what's going on with people's mental health. It is unbelievable how my acquaintances and colleagues are just becoming so negative and so beaten down. And it's without any type of, it's little wonder, because they're constantly being bombarded in the news with such negativity. I mean, it's everywhere, and it's just getting worse. And I think it's going to get much worse before it gets better. Now, things are loosening up a little bit, and a lot of the restrictions that were imposed are starting to be lifted. But folks are slow to stir and get back to full form. And it's taken a terrific toll. So I was just thinking that we have to be responsible for keeping a standing guard to the gates of our minds, and making sure that what we are taking in is not overwhelming us. I mean, we need to make sure that what we're watching, we stand in guard over what we watch on TV, what we listen to, what we talk about, because in so many ways, these gates to this temple we call our body are being inundated with negativity, and it's just poisoning our systems of processing information, our systems of just being positive, forward-looking, optimistic people, and so on. And so hopefully I can develop this little quiet space here where we can just stop by. We could just get together a couple of times a day, once or twice a day, and just talk about some of the things that are uplifting and positive and forward-looking, because as it stands right now, those types of places are getting much fewer and far in between. I mean, all of this conflict between blacks and whites and men and women and Republicans and Democrats and Antifa against, I mean, whoever. You understand what I'm saying. Just this conflict. And of course, there's a reason for all of this. Now, you can choose to be a part of that drama. And as you know, most of you, we try to avoid drama when we see it, unless, of course, we drama kings and drama queens, and we are attracted to it. But for the most part, people tend to take drama in small doses, but that's not possible lately when you watch the news and just listen to what's going on out there in the world. So, this quiet space here, we're going to talk about things that are slower, more deliberate, more emotionally stabilizing. And hopefully, we can just step away from the murders on TV and the violence on video games and just the profanity that's laced in everything these days, and just talk about some things that are not old school. That's not what I'm talking about, because technology is fascinating and fantastic. But I'm talking about just the poison that is directed towards your emotional health. That's what we want to deal with. That's not for everybody. But if it is for you, then I think you'll benefit. Now we're not going to sugarcoat anything, and we're sure not going to put our heads in the sand. But what we are going to do is we're going to, just do things a little quieter, a little slower, and see if that speaks to you. I hope it does, because there's benefit in wisdom. There's no saying that, the things that we do today, we enjoy the fruit of them later. Wisdom is justified by her daughters. And so hopefully that kind of thing, planting some seeds today, will yield a peaceable fruit later on down the road. And if that appeals to you, stop by. We'll be talking about various topics, and hopefully some of it will resonate with you. Well, that's all I have today. This is Dr. B from Cajun Country. Talk to you soon.